Testing. Hello everyone and welcome back to game week 5 of the 23-24 PTC Therapeutics Premiership, where you join myself, Ryan Sipple, for the action in this game between Nottinghamshire PFC and West Bromwich Albion PFC. West Brom looking to match the achievements of Aspire, securing 2 wins from their first 2 games. This arguably West Brom's easiest game on paper across game week 5. Let's go through the squads quickly. Nottinghamshire's, I believe, their first game of game week 5. It's incorrect. They actually lost 5-0 to Newcastle United Foundation earlier. So Nottinghamshire PFC have number 3, Sam Langley, number 4, Adam Langley, number 5, Matthew Hadfield, number 8, Matthew Harrison, number 16, Leighton G, and number 17, Kieran Wade, their coach, John Langley. West Bromwich Albion comprised of Marcus Harrison. Logan Mitchelson sadly passed away shortly after game week 4 of the Premiership, so them players are playing for him today in the hope that they can take a winner's medal to Scotland. They have number 8, Dave Lewis, number 9, Chris Gordon, number 10, Valentino Zegarelli, number 14, Matt Gilbert, number 27, Dylan Kelsall. Let's bring up the league table very quickly so you can see that West Brom, this would serve as their game in hand. Trail current champions Aspire by 2 points. West Brom with a far more favourable goal difference, something that could be very important come the end of the season. Scheduled for a 10 minutes past 2 kickoff. Looks like we'll be bang on time, and I will bring you the action live. Last time these two met was back in December. West Brom only managed to get a 1-0 scoreline in that one. Should hopefully be joined on commentary once again for consecutive games by Mr. Greg Baxter. How are you?
Reunited and it feels so good. Oh, I'm good, right, mate. A lovely day of football. Weather's all right outside. You can't, and we're in here. You can't beat it.
It's typically always the case. Last weekend, for the last weekend of the Championship, it was glorious. But unfortunately, I only managed to see the 4 walls of the Lee Westwood Sports Centre.
That is going to get, me singing that is going to get clipped, I know, by so many people. That's going to be all over the social media now.
That serves you right. So,
I'm in a good mood, mate.
Teams just getting ready. Our officials for this one in the centre, Ian Harley, assistants of Paul Yates and Mark Kerrison.
I knew they were going to switch it up a little bit. West Brom dropped. Chris Gordon, he's put himself on the bench. Dylan Kelsall in goal. Change of ends, which no doubt, I believe, is what Marcus Harrison's doing. and it'll be West Brom to kick off. Valentino Zegarelli, number 10, the Argentinian maestro. Marcus Harrison on the left, Dave Lewis on the right. And we are underway. Zegarelli met by Sam Langley. Big winding pass from Zegarelli. It's found Dave Lewis. Starting the passing well here, West Brom. Blocked by Sam Langley. Marcus Harrison to Dave Lewis. Just off the toe end of his bumper. And some heavy contact there between Zegarelli and Langley. Zegarelli. With this free kick. Dave Lewis. Blocked. Zegarelli driving at the goal line. Got Hadfield. The company drives the ball, finds a gap between the two, and Valentino Zegarelli scores yet another goal. I believe that puts him on 17 for the season. Missed the first two game weekends. That is remarkable goal scoring form for Argentinian number 10. And West Brom with an early lead, and that is what Nottingham would have been looking to avoid. Zegarelli winds up just a little bit too early, finds Marcus Harrison though, breaks down the line. Zegarelli finds Dave Lewis, well cut out by Sam Langley.
It's exactly how West Brom would have wanted to start this game, having taken nearly 25 or so minutes to break the deadlock against Leeds Chariots earlier today. As you've already mentioned, switch up in tactics. Dylan Kelsall adorning the goalkeeper jersey, and good to see Dave Lewis in action already. Influential in his performance.
Free kick in favour of Nottinghamshire.
Two teams fighting for two very different purposes across the 23-24 campaign. Nottinghamshire currently joint on points with Manchester United on 12 points in 10th position. Whoever finishes the season in 10th will be put in a one-off Premiership playoff game against Norwich City, who finished third in the Championship. So if and where possible, Nottinghamshire will want to accrue some points in their remaining games to ensure that they surpass Manchester United and are not drawn into that Premiership playoff fixture, which is far from a formality.
Oh, Zegarelli's got round Hadfield again, and Marcus Harrison with the easiest of finishes. Nottinghamshire can't handle Valentino Zegarelli at the minute. He's literally driving through them. This time he turns into goal provider, and Marcus Harrison adds to his tally for the season.
Yeah, I think that puts Marcus Harrison on 23 now, and with Brad Bates scoring in Aspire's earlier win, he still maintains that 2-goal buffer. That's exactly what Marcus Harrison would have wanted. Valentino Zegarelli, as already mentioned, on 17, but on 7 assists as well. So 24 goal contributions across the, what's this going to be, his maximum 11th, 12th game. And that was dependent if they had 5-game weekend in game week 3 and 4.
I mean, in the opening 5 minutes, it's been reminiscent of another Argentinian number 10. He has been dribbling through his Nottinghamshire side, but they aren't even there. Marcus Harrison now in the middle. Good rotation from West Brom. Met by Sam Langley. And he now has a turn. Marcus Harrison dribbling through the side. Appeals for a penalty, not given. Lewis takes a nick off Langley, showing out for a corner. It is all West Bromwich Albion in the opening 5.5 minutes.
Yeah, if you look at West Brom and Aspire's fixture list across game week 5, I think this probably presents the best opportunity of any of the sides to register a high goal tally. West Brom already have a more favourable goal difference, and they looks like they're going to add to that even more as Valentino Zegarelli unselfishly replicates the second goal. Zegarelli with the assist, Marcus Harrison with the goal, and now he is within 1 of Brad Bates at the top of the goal scorer charts.
Who needs Chris Gordon, eh? Who needs Chris Gordon? If he wants a move to play, you know, get some game time, and bless him, he's sat on the bench. He can't get in this side, clearly. They are just too good without him. If he wants some game time, I'm sure Seven Oaks, he wants to make the journey, we'll happily have him.
Let's bring up the top goal scorers of the league. You will see that Brad Bates on 25, Marcus Harrison on 24. If he secures his hat-trick, he will, at minimum, match Brad Bates. Valentino Zegarelli breaking in with 17 goals. He looks like he wants to add more to his tally as well. Rare misconnection from Marcus Harrison allows Leighton G to just clear the lines momentarily. No doubt momentarily will be the key word there.
Can they just get some possession, really, Nottinghamshire? Just relieve pressure on the defensive sort of line. Always a misguided front bumper, but he's adjusted so well to fire the 180 towards Dave Lewis. Comes back to Zegarelli, who now goes on the dribble. And round 1 drives up the court. Still Zegarelli. That's been the real key development, I think. That was right. You and I had a real first-class ticket to watch Zegarelli at the World Cup in Australia, and his passing was really good, but his dribbling ability was what really set him apart. And I think when we heard he was coming over to West Brom, it was how can he then use that dribbling skill, but develop the passing and fit into West Brom's system. And I think it's credit to Chris Gordon's coaching, really. His sort of transition into not losing any of this dribbling, as you've seen, but his passing has come on leaps and bounds.
No, I couldn't agree more. As you have mentioned, and rightfully so, he was sensational in the World Cup, but Argentina don't necessarily, and with all due respect to them, maybe have the quality player for player that West Brom have, so have a tendency sometimes to rely on that dribbling game of Valentino Zegarelli, as Marcus Harrison shoots just wide of the right-hand post. But he has integrated and adapted to the English game so well, and he reminds me so much of Marcus Harrison now, in the fact that you can be so strong in the dribble but play that expansive passing football as well.
Really just turned him into an all-round player. They had one in those in Marcus Harrison. Now they've got two. Again, Valentino Zegarelli cuts. He should just be aware. It's those moments there where he's got to be aware there's teammates around him. And off goes Zegarelli. On comes Matt Gilbert. Dave Lewis moving into the middle. I mean, the rotation that West Brom have is a joke. It's nothing short of a joke. I mean, every team, even maybe sometimes Spire, they have players that can play in all four, but they have so many players that can play in all, three of the main positions, either on the wing, in the middle, or in goal. Their versatility is incredible.
Yeah, and on that point, I think Matt Gilbert changed the game for West Brom earlier. He's having such a brilliant season. Often gets overlooked by some of the more kind of flashy headline-grabbing players such as Zegarelli and Harrison. But for me, I'm going to have a real long, hard think about who I vote as the player of the season. Matt Gilbert, for me, will most certainly be a consideration.
It's going to cause you one heck of a headache.
The voting for the end of season awards for the Premiership division will go live at some point in the week, so please keep an eye on the WFA's social media.
As Gilbert wins a corner for West Brom. Got my eye on the goal of the season, Ryan, I'm telling you. Although, to be fair, Teesside scored a brilliant one in their opening game. But I've got my eye on the goal of the season. Nice to be in contention for once. No?
No comment.
Most of the time I go along to enjoy the end of season awards, and well, I'm sure I will do this year. It'll be nice.
We'll get you working, don't worry.
Got to earn my keep. Marcus Harrison, a judge that will be a set ball. At Leicester City's King Power Stadium this year, aren't we?
Absolutely, we are. Should be a fantastic evening. A few tickets remaining, I have to emphasise that. They will probably sell out in the next day or two, so if you haven't already got your ticket and you have intentions of getting a ticket, do so now, because once they are gone, they are gone.
What are you waiting for?
Marcus Harrison, back to Dave Lewis, closed down by Leighton G well, just presents itself to Matt Gilbert on the left. 8 minutes to go. Nottingham 0, West Brom 3. Valentino Zegarelli with the opener. Then he turned provider, and that ricochets over to Matt Gilbert. Not quite, sorry, Dave Lewis, not quite sure who got the final touch. It looks as if Dave Lewis is claiming it. So he is the name I will put on my application, which can control the graphics. Either way, West Brom have their fourth, and if we bring up the top 6 stand-ins of the 23-24 PTC Therapeutics Premiership, you will see that West Brom regain the summit, the top position on 52 points, a point better off than Aspire, with a more favourable goal difference as well. Nice fired shot from Sam Langley off the back of Marcus Harrison's chair.
Well blocked by Marcus there, just read the danger. So good at this 4-out system, West Brom. Really fluid. And again, it doesn't matter which 4 players are on the court for West Brom. They all just fit in so seamlessly. It's Marcus Harrison. Dummied Sam Langley. He's done well to recover. Don't really want to push him away, but back comes Harrison. But Dave Lewis edge of the box. Comes to Leighton G.
And that's
the shot.
That's always the vulnerability of West Brom, in that commitment to have free-flowing attacking football with players in support. There's vulnerabilities in defence if the opposition can break, which is a lot easier said than done. But when the opportunities do present themselves, there's always a heart-in-mouth moment.
I think the way he cut across the ball, it was always more likely to curve out.
And that's where the big emphasis typically would be on Chris Gordon, but would be on Dylan Kelsall to ensure that the angles are there to prevent any goals, and he will always be thinking about how to best position himself, Dylan Kershaw, as the most defensive of the 4 West Brom players. It sounds as if we've had a goal on Court A in the game between Nomad Knights and Villa Rockets. Looks as if Nomad Knights have taken the lead in that one.
Good work by them, breaking down a Villa side that don't often concede.
They will still be desperate to claw their way to Premiership safety. Still mathematically possible, but they need other results to go in their favour.
Well, they play in what I believe is like the final game of the season. They play Manchester United.
If ever there was a 6-point affair, that is it. I'll bring the live league standings at the conclusion of this half, just so you can see how both results impact things. As Matt Gilbert now looks to add to his goal tally. Blocked. Now Leighton G with an opportunity to break.
Good advantage by referee. Very obvious 2-on-1, but they've still the play on. Poor pass from Marcus Harrison.
Good work from Leighton G there to bypass Dave Lewis. Keeps it in play.
Well, full credit to Nottinghamshire. Since going 3-0 down, they've sort of steadied the ship. Sorry, 4-0. I'm looking at the clock and the scoreboard. But it has been a fair few minutes since they conceded.
They have certainly settled into this game.
Discussion here between referee and linesman. A free kick given to Nottinghamshire. Matt Gilbert judged to have fouled Leighton G. Chance here maybe for Nottinghamshire to maybe get a goal back.
Leighton G to take. Sam Langley locked in that top right-hand corner. Matty Harrison, who's been very isolated this game in the box of West Bromwich Albion. Two and a half minutes to be played.
Real lack of communication there between Leighton G and Sam Langley. G passes to Langley, but Langley already vacated the space and just rolls so agonisingly slowly out for a goal kick, which Kelsey takes to Harrison. Drives Sam Langley in pitch. Contact with the back of the chair there. Free kick to West Brom. Last 2 minutes of this game, of this half, sorry. Just ticking down. Dave Lewis. Across to Matt Gilbert. Oh, read by Matt Hatfield. He who is now drives the ball up the court. Met by Dave Lewis. Marcus Harrison. Pass from Dave Lewis. Straight at Hatfield. Good pick off.
Yeah, Dave Lewis taking his time, trying to find that gap. And that is beautiful. Crossfield ball, splitting through the defence of Nottinghamshire, met by Matt Gilbert. The outcome, a corner kick.
One of those, great pass, great shot, great save from Sam Langley. Probably a poor corner there. Maybe trying to anticipate Sam Langley jumping off the line. The Nottinghamshire number 3 stayed on his line. Nottinghamshire do have subs available. Choose to make them, but so far not looked to rotate. Last 40 seconds of this first half. Still West Brom 4, Nottinghamshire 0. Gilbert's got Kelsey all the way up. This is West Brom and England almost to a T. All 4 players for West Brom in the Nottinghamshire defensive third, trying to create as much space as possible. Then Kelsey. Gilbert, shot saved by Sam Langley. Bit of a lull on this court, Ryan. There's a bit of silence, and as everyone just watches West Brom try and break down Nottinghamshire.
Yeah, it's been a brilliant half for West Brom, but it's definitely a different intensity when Valentino Zegarelli's not on the court. You really feel his presence, enforcing the game and his team forward, and that signals the action of half-time. Nottinghamshire 0, West Bromwich Albion 4. Let's bring up the live league standing so you can see that West Brom once again overtake Aspire in the standings. That's going to be something we see plenty of times across the weekend, is them each going above the other. It's going to go down to the very wire, certainly if they continue how they currently have started. Nottinghamshire still safe from relegation and that 10th spot, but joint on points with Manchester United, who will have a game in hand following this. So all to play for at the top and the bottom. Thank you to all that are joining myself and Greg. We'll be back very shortly for the second half.
back for the second half here on Court B between Nottinghamshire PFC and West Bromwich Albion. It's currently Nottinghamshire 0, West Bromwich Albion PFC 4. Nottinghamshire made a change at half time. One Langley off for the other. Adam replacing Sam. West Brom. Chris Gordon's tired of watching. You know, now the job's done. They give the lesser players some game time. He can come on and make himself feel confident.
You're going to get yourself into trouble if you're not careful.
Nah, he loves it really, does Chris. I might have just that's a great dummy from Dylan Castle. But yes, Dave Lewis has gone off. Chris has come on. Adorning that blue goalkeeper jersey. Dylan Castle playing in the middle. He's been released from goal-shaped prison as Dylan Castle. That'll be...
There's a balance now of making sure all of their players are sharp and fresh ahead of some tougher games across game week 5. Not to mention their game against Aspire. Marcus Harrison desperately looking for his hat-trick.
That was such a good move from West Brom. Started with the ball all the way back to Chris Gordon on the goal line, and still it might end up in a goal. Matt Gilbert to Marcus Harrison. Oh, really crucial interception there from Adam Langley. He had to get there, and he did.
It looked as if he had overcommitted there and left a gaping hole by that right-hand post, but just got the touch to see it out of danger.
Also taking a nick off Marcus Harrison's chair as well, because he's won the kick in. Comes all the way to Chris Gordon, out to Matt Gilbert. Shot straight at Matt Hadfield. Leighton G turns and tries to drive up the court. He's kept it in well, comes to Chris Gordon. Marcus Harris has done extra well to keep that ball in. Happy to turn around, play it back to his goalkeeper. Out to Matt Gilbert. Crucial interception yet again from a Nottinghamshire player, Matty Harrison this time. Adam Langley. Ball comes to Dylan Kelsall. Tries to force that ball through to Marcus Harrison, but again, West Brom recycle. Much better tempo from West Brom at the start of this second half. Marcus Harrison doing his defensive duty. They build it and then switch. Oh, the switch ball from Chris Gordon wasn't quite where he wanted it. But you see that there, that is part and parcel of the England way of playing. And that is going to be an easy goal for Marcus Harrison, and that puts him joint top.
It absolutely does. Congratulations to Marcus Harrison. It looks like the top goal scorer award is going to go right down to the wire. Let's bring up confirmation of that by bringing the top 5 goal scorers in the league. You will see that Marcus Harrison now on that chart definitely surpasses Brad Bates. Tyler Reeve and Ed Common still potential to make up ground. Dan McClellan as well. What is interesting is Dave Lewis is now adorning a designated goalkeeper jersey for West Brom. So we could see at some point in this game West Brom utilise 3 different goalkeepers. No doubt Valentino Zagarelli will be itching to add to his goal tally as well.
When was the last time that happened? 3 goalkeepers in a game. In fact, the way West Brom go about it, it probably isn't that rare as rare as I think it is. Certainly 2 is quite common. 3 I'm not quite sure about. I mean, this
nice shield from Marcus Harrison there. Just fainted to control. And again, it's proven a lovely screen in that central role to his 2 wide wingers.
So fluid. Look, I joke about Chris Gordon. He is quite good at the game of power jet football, to give him credit. But since he's come on, they've just brought that tempo. It's been so smooth the way they're playing out from the back. You know, the positions they're picking up They're not afraid to play passes at any point. Adam Langley not quite getting that connection, but he's found the ball here. Straight to Chris Gordon, turn from Matt Gilbert. Tries to find Gordon, well picked off by Langley. Kelsall into Gordon. Dumps it down the middle for Marcus Harrison to pick off, and he has. Gilbert strikes. Saved by Hadfield. Actually, Chris Gordon, that was a nothing ball. Just dumped it down the middle because he knew that Marcus Harrison was straight on to pick it off. You know, the faith, to play, I'm going to just pick this ball straight at what looks like an opposition player, but I know that it will end up in us attacking. Incredible. Marcus Harrison, swing and a miss.
Another goal would see him put some daylight between himself and Brad Bates in the top goal scorer charts.
I can speak from plenty of experience. This is a terrifying prospect for a goalkeeper. Marcus Harrison trying to dribble around you, it's just nightmare stuff. Breaks you out in cold sweats. Andy Harrison. That's a brilliant pass from Chris Gordon to Matt Gilbert. Oh, just wide of that far post. That was a lovely move from West Brom. Really well crafted. That pass from Chris Gordon was exquisite. Just inch perfect.
So we've had a substitute for Nottinghamshire, Kieran Wade, entering the action for the first time. Matty Harrison didn't quite have the impact he would have wanted, but almost an impossible task of creating stuff unopposed against this West Brom team. Remember, this is a West Brom team that can boast the most impressive goal tally in the league. Only conceded 7 in the season. That's matched by Aspire. This is where you can draw similarities between Marcus Harrison and Valentino Zegarelli. Such tough opponents.
I think he's really taken them under his wing at West Brom. Developed a close relationship. And Gilbert front bumper there. Oh, that's a brilliant pass from Marcus Harrison. He can do it all. There is nothing he can't do. On a football court, he just does the dribbling really well, the passing supremely well. Gilbert, pick off again. Dylan Kelsall, back to Gordon. Harrison across to Kelsall. 180 blocked by Hadfield. Harrison fakes Wade one way then the other. Takes it into dribble. Contact with the back of the chair. Off goes Marcus Harrison. So he will not add to his tally and potentially break away at the top of the top goal scoring charts just yet. On comes Valentino Zegarelli. Not a bad substitute to have, is it?
Not at all.
World Cup MVP. Like you said, he's making sure every player is fresh. You know, they've got a massive game against Teesside. Last game of the day. That is a beautiful pass from Matt Gilbert. Zegarelli's shot. Saved by Hadfield. When they're free-flowing like this, it is just a joy to watch. Picked off by Matt Gilbert.
Nice play.
Takes Adam Langley, drives down the court. It's done well. Has the former Nottinghamshire man. Ball given in favour of West Brom.
10 minutes to go. West Brom 5, Nottingham 0. Unselfish from Zegarelli, switches it back. He's going to attempt an effort now. Blocked by Matt Hadfield well, but relentless pressure from the 4-time champions, looking to make it a 5th.
Done well there, Adam Langley, just to win the kick in. No worries, no panic at the back for West Brom, even if the bar doesn't quite come on. Don't panic, they recycle, they reset, and they go again. Even when you think you've got them, you know, you've got a glimmer of hope on the edge of the box, they quickly turn it around and you're back on the defensive again. Kelso down to Zegarelli. Inside, cut out by Leighton G.
Let's bring confirmation of the current scoreline on Court A. Nomad Knights 1, Villa Rockets 1. Another game that could be really significant, more towards the bottom of the table. I know Nottingham are keeping an eye on the outcome of that one, as it could be so significant to where they finish the season.
Never mind Nottingham, I am. Marcus Harrison's break was short-lived. He's back on. Replaces Matt Gilbert, who's had a very good game.
Yeah, such a big fan of Matt Gilbert.
Zegarelli. Kelso, they will settle for the kick-in. There are just 3.5 minutes left in that game on Court A. Slightly behind us here on Court B. Gordon, Harrison, front bumper from Kelso.
It's a beautiful goal. That's an absolutely beautiful goal. Gordon and Harrison were just firing short, snappy, accurate passes. And then Harrison just waited until he saw Dylan Kelso advancing into the box.
It's an England goal, that, isn't it?
That's exactly what it is.
It's an England goal. You know, patient play in the wing, build it up, create the space, fire it into the box, and a pivot, compressing the box with the front bumper. Gordon fires it out. Good pick off from Zegarelli. Shot from Marcus Harrison. There was the chance to go top. He's missed an open goal.
He knows it as well.
He is human. That's terrible, that. I'd be hoiking him straight off. You had your chance, mate. We brought you back on. You had your chance to go top.
You're a tough manager, you are.
You can't be missing open goals like that, can you? He's whiffed. If he loses it by 1, he will be watching that back in his nightmares.
Adam Langley now. Options in support. Leighton G just down the line. Kieran Wade marked by a wall of West Brom players.
If I'm Nottinghamshire now, I'm looking at goal difference, because that could be so key in the final standings come tomorrow.
So currently on 12 points. Nottingham are on -36 their goal difference. Manchester United also on 12 points, -40. So they won't want to leak any further goals here, Because as you absolutely say, that could be really significant as to determining final placements of the league.
I don't know who Manchester United have next. But I know tomorrow they play us and Nomad Knights, which are
Manchester United have Leeds Chariots next up on Court B. So a tough game for them. Leeds Chariots looking for their first win of the weekend, having played West Brom and Aspire in their opening 2 games.
You never know with Leeds, do you? You never know. It's one of those, they play really open, expansive football in attack. It's just sometimes have 1 or 2 moments in defence, wobbles, that could present openings for Manchester United. So Leeds would definitely start favourites, but a chance there for Manchester United. And 2 games tomorrow, one against Sevenoaks and Nomad Knights, present opportunities to get points. It has all finished on Court A, 1-1 between Villa Rockets and Nomad Knights.
A good point for them, but will it be enough come the end of the season? Excessive force from Matt Hadfield, direct free kick. 4 minutes to play. It remains Nottingham 0, West Brom 6.
Yeah, it would have been a big 3 points for Nomad if they could hold on, because it's won 8 points now. 4 behind Manchester United and Nottingham, with only 2 to play. Of course, they do play Manchester United tomorrow, but that would rely on Man United, on them picking up points in. That's a brilliant ball. Dylan Kelso had no chance of getting there.
Had he been there, and just the angles that Chris Gordon produced and the power that Marcus Harrison was able to find on that crossfield ball, that's goal of the season territory.
Nah, absolutely not. Don't know what you mean, mate. Rubbish.
You're just trying to trash all of the opposition. I don't even think yours is going to be a short list.
It's a joke if it isn't. I'm writing a formal complaint. I'm staging a protest at the end of season awards if it is.
The goals are only valid if you win the goal in which the win the game in which the goal was scored.
Oh, here we go. Did I not look at the fine print? Sorry, my bad. Yeah, no, tomorrow the setup. No man got 2 points. That's a brilliant pass.
That really is. Marcus Harrison, he's probably going to switch it again. Zegarelli just caught in 2 minds as to whether to approach that with the front of his chair. And that is absolutely sensational from Chris Gordon. Almost recycled something that looks as if it was not going to end in a goal. Valentino Zegarelli.
I'm all for goal of the season, but that was quite good. That was really well recycled. It was absolutely sensational. Off goes Chris Gordon. He's a part-timer these days. Look, 18 minutes, that'll do him. Comes on when he feels like it.
We bring up the top 5 goal scorers now. Zegarelli breaks back into it with 18 goals.
Zegarelli wants another one. He's on a hat-trick.
He absolutely is, and if he can't score himself, he can.
Go on. Oh my word! Unbelievable. That's ridiculous.
He's just magical. Absolutely magical from Valentino Zegarelli, who not only scores his hat-trick, registers his 19th league goal of the season to put now league leaders West Brom back to the summit.
That was... did you hear me say go on? I just went... It was there. It was set up. They've sat off. It was... I just went, go on, just do it. Just 180 it. It wound so quickly. The part... I thought... Sorry, the more impressive was the pass to Matt Gilbert the first round. I don't know how he managed to react quick enough to then fire that across. That was... What a goal.
Yeah, turning on the style very late on in this game. Scored 4 goals in each half to cruise to victory.
I don't even mention the substitution between. There's another one potentially for West Brom. They've really... See, as we mentioned about goal difference for Nottingham, so this could be crucial come the end of the season.
Yeah, I'll bring up the live league standings once this is over.
Conceded 3 in the last 2 minutes.
I wonder if they've actually closed Manchester United have seen that gap close.
Yeah, I think it's 1 goal in it now, isn't it? 39 to minus 39 to minus 40, I'll make it.
That's exactly what it is. So Nottinghamshire on minus 39, Manchester United on minus 40, both on 12 points apiece. Keep an eye on that one.
Don't count No Man out of this, because they've got Hull and East Yorkshire tomorrow and Manchester United.
So if they make up, if they were to win both of them games, they would almost certainly 6 points. They'd be on 14 points, with the hope that Manchester United and or Nottinghamshire don't.
Well, that would rely on Manchester United losing to Leeds and then us taking points off as well. What a chance! It's setting up. It's bubbling nicely, Ryan.
That it absolutely is. Full time. Nottingham 0, West Brom 9. A sensational performance from West Brom. Hat-tricks from Marcus Harrison and Valentino Zegarelli. Matt Gilbert on the score sheet, as was Dave Lewis. But that's exactly what the form they would have wanted to take into Teesside this afternoon. I'll show you the live league standings so you can see how that impacts things. West Brom back to the top, now boasting a plus 80 goal difference with 52 points to their name. Aspire with work to do. Nottinghamshire, 20 games played, 12 points, minus 39 goal difference. Manchester United with a game in hand. That is against Leeds Charity, so a tough ask for Manchester United. But that is the beauty of the Premiership division. Nothing is a formality. Thank you to all that have joined myself and Greg. Hope you can tune in to following games in game week 5 of the 23-24 PTC Therapeutics Premiership.